guests, or callers on the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation today on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. So give me a buzz. Looking forward to chatting with you. I've got my list of possible topics, and we'll add your list in there as well, but you're gonna have to call me. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks and Buzz Drug Store, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Gary's Auto Sales, and Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping. All righty, let's see here. The federal government has shut down. Don't know when it's going to get back. Some people are saying, maybe 4 to 5 weeks we might be closed down. So we'll just have to wait and see. Meanwhile, legislators are going back and forth and playing the blame game and saying he lied, no, he's lying, and I'm sure the truth is somewhere in between. In the meantime, here's what's open and here's what's kind of closed. So what is open? Social Security is still open. So you retirees will get your monthly checks still. Customer service, however, may be diminished. Some delays in processing new applications may be delayed as well. Military is still in full operation. That's open. Law enforcement, such as the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, other federal police departments, they are open. Air travel is still open. TSA is still there checking your luggage and you for contraband. Air traffic controllers are still up in the air towers directing air travel. Post office is not affected because they exist under a completely different revenue stream. Veterans issues, the clinics, hospitals are still open. VA benefits will continue, but again, applications may be delayed, and the courts are still open as well. The one thing that all of those have in common, though, is the employees ain't going to get paid. So they're being called in. They still have to work. They're just not going to get paid. All right. Parts that are closed. National parks and museums are closed. So, if you're planning a trip out to Yellowstone, well, it's closed. Or, I don't know, how many national parks? There's a ton of national parks. They're all closed. Museums. So if you're going down to Washington, D.C. to go visit the Smithsonian, they're closed. The National Zoo in D.C. is closed. So that. The Food and Drug Administration actually is closed. So inspection of foods, inspection of drugs has stopped. I know this one's going to hurt a lot, and we're all going to be really upset about this one, but the IRS is closed. Gosh darn. Small Business Administration is closed. Housing and Urban Development and Federal Housing Authority is closed. So any loans and mortgages that are in the process of being applied for is coming to a stop. So you'll have a delay on that. Scientific research at the National Institutes of Health across the country have come to a stop. as well. Government is also planning some, along with the furloughs. So this is employees that are said don't come into work because we're not here. Will be called back and will get back pay. They're also talking layoffs with the intent of them being permanent layoffs. So even when the government comes back, people won't have a job. They'll be laid off and be able to collect unemployment. So that's what we have to look at for the coming days and weeks. We can chat about that some more as well. The federal government announced that tariffs in the month of September totaled $31.3 billion. That's about $73 million less than what they brought in August. However, between the 2 months of September and August, brought in $62.6 billion to date. Since the tariffs started, $214.9 billion. Now, all of this is kind of up in the air. The federal appeals court ruled, I think it was last month, that the president overstepped his authority when it came to enacting tariffs, and they suspended that practice, but then put a stay on it, on their own ruling. So the Supreme Court has agreed to hear arguments on this in November. So Supreme Court could say, no, the president's in his right, or they could say, nope, he was wrong, and side with the federal appeals court. Let's see. Oklahoma, state of Oklahoma, started what they refer to as Operation Guardian. And one of the things was this: the Oklahoma Highway Patrol at a point of entry from Texas into Oklahoma, I think it was on Interstate 40, doing spot truck inspections. They stopped and detained 120 illegal immigrants that were holding unverified driver's license. In other words, they were either expired or had just one name on them. So they were immediately transferred into ICE custody, and that is part of Operation Guardian, that the state is able to now, instead of the state holding illegal immigrants in state or county facilities, they're now able to hand them directly over to ICE. Oklahoma goes on to say that they currently are housing, you got to love these numbers here, 525 undocumented offenders, costing the state $36,000 a day. Now, I'd like to see the breakdown on how that's figured out, but this is what the state of Oklahoma is saying. Of those 525 undocumented offenders that the state has in custody, 30% are there for crimes against children, 20% for violent assaults, 14% for homicides, and 7% for sex crimes. So, yeah. Let's see here. What else? Okay, I think I mentioned either yesterday or the day before, I'm not sure, how a gentleman out in Iowa by the name of Ian Roberts was arrested and again turned over to ICE. He was arrested for, initially he was being pulled over. For what reason, I do not know. Whether he was speeding, no turn signals, broken headlight, I don't know what the reason. Well, he took off in an attempt to evade the police. They did catch up to him. Found out he didn't have the proper documents. He had been issued a final deportation order by a judge back in 2024. He entered this country back in, I think it was 99, on a student visa, which has long since expired. He was supposed to leave at that point in time, never did. But he went on to have, looks like a nice career in education, and it led him to Des Moines, Iowa, where he was hired as the superintendent for the Des Moines Public Schools. He has now resigned that position. The school board accepted his resignation unanimously. The school board is saying that, they were lied to, that they were given information at his hiring that he was perfectly legal to be hired, that everything was in order. So they are saying. But Ian Roberts has resigned from that post and remains in ICE custody. So how many of you have been pulled over for speeding? I will raise my hand on that. And what excuses were used? Honest, I did not use any excuse. I'm like, yeah, you got me. As opposed to the many, many times that they didn't get me. So, yeah, you got me this time. So what excuse? Whatever, I'm late for work, right? Or I'm late for picking up my kid from school. I'm late for this. I'm late, right? Michael Stanek down in Florida. Michael was 50 years old. Not that that matters, but he was driving from Wieleka to New Smyrna Beach. And normally, I guess that's a little over an hour drive. Well, he was doing more than 100 miles an hour. And when pulled over by the Flagler County Sheriff's deputy, when asked why he was speeding, he answered, "I have an appointment with my barber." Mr. Stanek has been charged with dangerous excessive speeding. The car was towed away and impounded. He was taken into custody where he posted a $150 bond for a later court date on that. But that's a new one. I was late for my barber appointment. That's a new one. I don't think I would have cut him a break on that either. So, all righty. So there you go. That's my list. If there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. We're close enough in time that I'll take this time then to go ahead and take my first break of the afternoon. And when we come back, well, hopefully we'll have both lines filled up and we'll have a conversation. Take the fact book.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Warm weather means you'll be spending more time outside. So enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customers guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. One line's open. That means our first caller of the afternoon is on line one right now. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ. It's Jake calling.
Hey, Jake, how you doing?
Little. I'm still upset from yesterday. You had a caller who kept calling Secretary of War Pete Hegseth Fox News reporter.
Yeah.
And I know you know this, and I don't know, I can do some of it from memory, but over 10 years in the military, served in Gitmo, Iraq, Afghanistan.
Yeah, on the ground, in combat.
Bronze Star, combat medals, like over 10 decorations, and you call him the Fox News reporter.
Yeah.
It's just, how do we,
Jake? You know, that's just the thing with the left. You know, they can't win an argument, so they resort to name calling.
When you have the facts, you pound the facts, and when you don't have the facts, you pound the table.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one thing after another, and that's what it is. And I appreciate that you said the left, because there are good, well-meaning Democrats out there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we'll look at our very own Senator John Fetterman. I really have, and this same caller, we chatted about him yesterday a little bit. I've really come to appreciate John Fetterman. You know, there's not a lot of things that, politically wise, he and I might agree upon. But he's willing to stand on his own. And he says what's right, and what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. And that's kind of really a breath of fresh air when it comes to Washington politics.
I would take him over Mitch McConnell right? And we know Mitch McConnell's a Republican for, I guess, most of his life. But when you look at what he did, somebody who went to Washington to do good and did very well, his salary doesn't add up to his net worth.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to pay for a house, you didn't have to pay for clothes or food or anything. There was no income that you had to dispose of. Yeah. But it's amazing, and how can we ever get past anything if we're going to have to sit here and go over this guy? I don't know if he'd call himself a war hero. He served in wartime. He served in country, right? In the battle, like you said, on the ground. What more do you want from him? It amazed me. So,
and not only that, he's out there with the enlisted troops doing morning PT. Not every day, but he's still out there doing it. And keeping up, and maybe even doing it better.
And he probably could do it every day.
Yeah.
If he's not doing it with them, he's doing it on his own because he's in great shape.
Yes.
Okay, good job. Let me end with the I think humorous anecdote. You're Florida guy, Flagler County, blah blah blah. I went to high school in Florida. My best friend in high school went on to be a Navy SEAL. He comes back from Virginia Beach, and at this time you could rent a Mustang LX.
Okay.
An LX usually came with the 5-liter engine, but it didn't look like a GT. So it came with the Mustang GT's engine, but looked like a regular Mustang.
Okay.
Which was who cares? It does what a Mustang GT does. And we didn't get pulled over, thankfully, but we were taking turns driving down to Homestead, and the cruise control was set on 117 miles an hour going down Interstate 75.
Okay.
Look, I don't recommend it. I certainly don't want people doing it today.
Yeah.
But things happen, and it's only illegal if you get caught.
That's true. So, all righty.
So,
all right, Jeff.
Keep up the good work, sir.
Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Too. Bye.
Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yes, Russ. How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Pretty good. I wanted to call and talk about something that I think you and I are in agreement with, and this person, the hillbilly, has really come out and thrown darts at everybody here. And I think we need to go back and just go into some fact finding, because what I'm finding out is Mr. Marietta, he says, you can call me, you can say anything about me. He likes the free publicity, but we're gonna go back through facts. He loves to go and say things about other people in office, but when it comes to him, everything's a lie. No, nothing's a lie. It's fact. If you go back, Jay, I think, called your program, called other programs about just the hours that he puts in, 35 hours. Most of us work 40 hours or more. A work week is 40 hours. He went back to 35. That's a fact. Second fact is that there are times out of even his own mouth that he is not in office. He is going out and doing things and meeting with people and going to this event and going to there to meet this person. And that's a second fact. Third fact is that somebody brought up recently, and I really didn't think about, but putting two and two together, somebody said that they were actually on the phone with him during the day talking about things about his farm. In other words, picking up hay bales, picking up sweet corn, doing this, doing that. And he's on the phone also about the events in the area, the Lee Greenwood event and everything. So this is on taxpayer dollar during the day that this is happening. That's three facts. So if you have an employee, Russ, that's on the phone doing this, if they're making furniture and they're at your factory and they're answering a phone about furniture, things that they're doing after work, what would you say? After a warning or two, you would say, nah, you're gone. I can't put up with this. And it's the same thing. This person, 35 hours, taking time to do whatever he wants to, and then accepting calls to do his business during the day, this isn't a good employee in that position. Is that a fair statement?
Yes. Now, not that I am defending John by any stretch of the imagination, okay? But I will say this: the position of recorder of deeds is a part-time job. Just like the commissioners, believe it or not, is considered to be a part-time position. The treasurer, a part-time position. All the row offices are considered a part-time position. So I will.
But you're required. But aren't you required to be there so many hours a week?
I cannot answer. That I cannot answer.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the case. I don't know what that minimum might be. I will say, and I brought this up with Jay, the fact that he turned back the hours of operation for his office is very problematic. One, he doesn't set the office hours for the courthouse. The commissioners do, and commissioners have said office hours end at 4:30, not 4 o'clock. So if the commissioners are allowing him to do this with his office, shame on the commissioners.
Because is any other row office doing that? None that I know of.
Exactly.
So this is a special thing that he's doing. But we're looking at the hours.
And then it comes to the hours of the recorder of deed employees. The county has determined that full-time hours to get benefits is 37.5 hours. So you are now cheating the taxpayers by allowing your employees to go only 35 hours, but still collecting benefits.
Right, and as well as I do, the benefits are what's expensive.
Well, and the benefits, quite frankly, is why so many people go and work for the county. It's
exactly.
Not the salary. It's not the salary.
So really, as he's saying and pointing fingers of we're getting played, no, he's playing us.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm moving on, he talks about this debt clock that he has for Fayette County. Let me ask you a question, Russ. Did you add any debt this year to Fayette County?
I
didn't.
No.
Did you?
No.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but Mr. Marietta has. It's up to $150,000 and counting. So he's added to the debt that he's complaining about. This is so hypocritical of this guy, and that's why you see through him like a pane of glass if you pay attention. This guy is somebody that has done this, and then he's telling you, "Hey, this is what I got this great idea to save $15 million, and this is how you do this and that." And I'm thinking, this is the same guy that had to ask people to help him pay for his attorney fees and court costs, because of when he sued the county, he was doing hot dog fundraisers to help me pay for my court costs, and because he didn't see that coming, and now he owes over $40,000 to an attorney. There's people that I've talked to that he's owed small amounts in the county, $500, $1,000, that still haven't gotten their money, and he's going around saying that, I'm helping this person, helping that person. Never did fully help the girl walking with Reggie, which is despicable. And this is what this person is doing, and then he wants us to this is how we're going to fix it. No, this person doesn't know 2 + 2 is 4. He's still thinking it's 3. And this is the person we're going to listen to with ideas. And the thing that says it all about it is that he and Gino Gallo yesterday, and Gino, who is a slumlord, he goes on, they don't like taxes going up because they own property, and they don't own one house like we do. They own many pieces of property and many pieces of land and houses, and that's the bottom line, that they don't want taxes to go up, and they hate that. And they're probably in on with one another on anything that goes in at the court. Oh, this piece of property or this house is getting foreclosed on. They probably have this inside information for one another as well. So this is just something that the people have to be aware of I mean, I would not want to work with somebody who's constantly bringing up drama, bringing up drama, bringing up drama. I just want to have somebody go and do the job, and that's what we had in the Recorder of Deeds before this guy got there. Did you ever hear anything about the Recorder of Deeds before this person got there? I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
Nope.
It was just the person went, that office happened, and it was plain and simple. And now we have all this drama with smoke and mirrors.
Yeah,
and
I think we have a charlatan and a snake oil salesman sitting in that position right now.
Absolutely.
That
and
does not really want to be there. He aspires to being a commissioner instead. So I can pretty much guarantee that in 2 years from now, we're going to see him announcing for his candidacy for county commissioner again.
Well, and this is what
Which
brings
is all
up a
well
good
and
question.
good, but
This is what. But well, Gino, and the other one, Stringhill Patterson, they all lost. So this is a sour grapes campaign when they have their radio program. But the thing is, with this, you bring up a good question. Now I'm seeing cable ads. We're seeing ads on cable, television, and radio programs and everything. Where is this money coming from? This is something that needs to be looked into, because he says, "Oh, none of this money is coming from ads, from the courthouse." Yeah, it is. We're paying this money, and you're not showing up for office, and you're doing whatever you are with your ads and campaign with it. And then the one last thing, Russ, is with this guy with this money. I mean, it's kind of amazing to me how he's getting it, but I think it's a shell game. You watch these people, there's money coming in here, but they move it over here, and then they move it over here, and then before you know it, I can't pay my attorney. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is. People, oh, yeah, here's money, John, to help you pay your attorney. Well, it's not going to that. It's going over here from a TV commercials. This is how this is working.
Yeah, well, so organizations, and by this I'm going to call the Fayette County Democratic Committee, the Fayette County Republican Committee, even the Fayette County Reagan Republicans, which is a PAC, Political Action Committee, a local PAC. They are registered with the county, and they, just like political candidates, have to periodically file with the county financial reports. How much money we have in the bank, who did we get the money from, who did we pay the money out to, who did we donate to. And that's public information. Does John Hillbilly have a PAC? I think there's something out there. I don't know whether they're registered. I don't know where they are, if they are.
Yeah, he says he's transparent, but we know nothing about that. And this is the same guy, like you said, that he doesn't like Democrats. He puts down independents. He calls Ryan Warner lying, hiding Ryan Warner, and has picked on every Republican that there is. Mm-hmm. But now he wants our votes because, these people are no good. Yeah. Well, John, we're not stupid. You've insulted everybody. You've ran everybody down, and you're the only one that tells the truth. Mm-hmm. No, hello. The lights are coming on, John. We're on to you.
I hope
Thanks,
so.
Russ.
I hope so. All right, James. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Bye now.
724-438-4593. That is the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Both lines are currently open, so give me a buzz. No waiting. Want to hear your speeding excuses, if you care to share. And did they work? Or it did partially work? So I know of a young man down in West Virginia heading home for his grandfather's funeral. And if anybody has ever driven Route 19 through West Virginia on your way towards Beckley and points farther south, Route 19 through there, that their speed limit is all up and down the place, right? I mean, you're going 55, and all of a sudden, you say, okay, like 100 yards ahead is 35 miles an hour, and you better be doing 35 miles an hour when you hit that sign, otherwise you're getting pulled over. Well, I know this young man, he got pulled over in one of those zones. gave the example. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get home to my grandfather's funeral. He still got a ticket, but less than what it could have been. So, I mean, does it pay to come up with an excuse, or does it pay to just, yeah, you got me. You got me. I know when I've been caught and I say, yeah, you got me. Maybe just the fact that you admit it got me a lesser fine. So what's the best plan of action for when you get pulled over? What do you think? Obviously Michael Stanek down in Florida, over 100 miles per hour, having an appointment with his barber just wasn't going to cut it. He still got arrested. His car got towed, and he's got a court date later. So what about you, though? So is it best just to say, yeah, you got me, or come up with some kind of an excuse, and either way, hope for the best? So there you go, 724-438-4593. We'll be right back after this.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. Economy Furnace Company is excited to announce our early fall savings event. Qualifying buyers can take advantage of 0% interest financing or choose low payment options for up to 15 years. Economy Furnace is proud to be partnered with Amana, bringing you top quality furnaces, air conditioners, and heat pumps designed for comfort, efficiency, and reliability. As your trusted neighbors, we understand the importance of keeping your home comfortable year-round. That's why Economy Furnace offers not only the best products, but also expert service you can count on. Regular clean and tune-ups are essential for your heating and cooling systems. A well-maintained furnace or air conditioner runs more efficiently, saves you money on energy bills, and helps prevent unexpected breakdowns. Beat the rush and schedule early. Don't wait until the cold weather arrives. Contact Economy Furnace at 724-438-4575 today to take advantage of our early fall savings event and enjoy 0% financing.
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
For the best lunch spot in town, visit Titlow Tavern and Grill on West Main Street in Uniontown. Serving up lunch including daily specials and daily dinner specials, including Wednesday pasta and parm nights with chicken parm for $15 and veal parm for $19. And half-priced apps and $1 off drinks during happy hour Tuesday through Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9 to 10. Titlow's is also booking private parties. Call them today, 724-437-6749, or order online.
You don't fix what's not broken. That's true. You don't replace what is working well. Jason Scott is doing a good job working as South Union Township Supervisor. Jason Scott utilizes his skills on a daily basis in the township office. Whether repairing storm drains, operating a plow truck, or working with his fellow supervisors on economic growth, Jason Scott is out there working for you all day, every day. Let's keep experience and integrity in the township. Keep Jason Scott, full-time South Union Township Supervisor.
Paid for by the candidate.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Just in time for the movie release of Wicked for Good, the State Theater Center for the Arts presents Good Witch, Bad Witch, The Broadway Witches, featuring two powerhouse vocalists, Ali Mazzi and Dee Rossioli, a past Elphaba and Glinda from the Broadway cast of Wicked, with stunning vocals and unforgettable performances. Good Witch, Bad Witch, The Broadway Witches, Sunday, November 23rd at 7 p.m. Get tickets online at statetheater.info or call 724-439-1360. Pick 3 season subscription packages still available.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation. 724-438-4593.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Yeah, how you doing, Russ?
Doing well, yourself?
Good. This is John. Beautiful day out, huh?
Yes, John, it is.
Well, I'll tell you what. I guys listened to you guys about the hillbilly. And you're exactly right. There's one other thing I want to add to that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, how can we have political unity when you or unity as a country, period, when you have people like him out there running, putting one down, putting the other down? You can't have, like I said, I don't agree with both sides, to tell you the truth, but we have to have unity in this country. When you get people like him going around saying, well, the Republicans are doing this wrong, the Democrats are this or that doesn't help our country at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem with people. I mean, Wes, I see you get along with Democrats. You're sitting there, actually, you just going to Republican, but you're seeing wrongful for what wrong is, and that's what we have to do. No matter what side of the party, Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever you want to say. One thing I'll say is that you're looking at it as, hey, it's wrong, it's wrong.
I try, and I appreciate that, John. I try to. I know I fail sometimes, just as we all fail at times.
Right.
So yeah, I'm a Republican. I totally am behind Republican principles and ideas. But there are times that yes, maybe the Democrats have a good idea on something, and I'll say it. And
right.
or if a Democrat says something, that's useful.
Off the wall, right.
Yeah, but things that I think are wrong, I'll call it out, or I try to anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's where I was, because I was listening to your last call, which I think it was James. I'm pretty sure that's who it is.
Yeah.
And I also appreciate him, and I also appreciate Jay that calls in, because those guys are pretty much straightforward. I think James is an independent, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think Jay may be, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on that as well. But I like when I hear people say, "Hey, if this side's doing wrong, no matter if they're on that side or what's the, it is what it is. We got to look at it. We see it for what it is, and that's what I like about you, and also the other two callers I just mentioned. But this Marietta, you know what? When I used to listen to your program, listen to WS with him when he first started on there. I kind of listened to him with, but I started noticing things just like those guys did, and I think we need a whole other person in here. We need a person we don't need all this drama and all this crazy stuff. We need unity in this country at some point.
I think he's an embarrassment for Fayette County. I honestly do.
I agree 100% with you, Russ. I really do.
Yeah, I mean he's the whole thing over the election integrity and all that stuff. He takes absolutely no blame for it. He says he didn't cost the county money. It was the commissioners. It was this. It was that. He takes absolutely no blame in that whole fiasco. Which, by the way, was legal.
Okay, right. But my question is this, okay? Over this election integrity and about I guess they said something about the machines were out there at the airport or something.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. That wasn't even true, was it? So was there any? Okay, so he lied right there. So that should be enough right there to tell the voters, hey, I don't care if you're Republican. So the other guy's a Democrat, let's give him a try.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, let's not look at the DOR or I or whatever. Let's just look at the person.
The county voting machines are housed in the basement behind lock and key in the old Gallatin Bank building.
Okay, so it wasn't at the airport ever.
No, and each machine has its own slot on the shelving down there.
Right. Right.
So when Uniontown 1 comes back at the end of election and everything, and they're done doing what they need to do, it goes back downstairs and it gets put away in its slot.
Okay.
And
one other thing
comes back, same thing, same process.
Right, and I'm not trying to give brownie points to George Rattay. I'm just saying what I saw. When it comes to when they had that what do they have down there every so often? I think it's like a protest, I guess you would call it. Or I will give the credit where credit's due. At least he did go on and try. After Charlie Kirk passed away, he was looking for unity, and that's what we need.
Yep. Hey, John, unfortunately, I'm out of time. I got to run here. We got the CBS News coming, so I appreciate your call, and I'm sure we'll chat again.
Great as always, buddy.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, CBS News is on its way. News from around the world, around the country. Then TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. I'll be back after all of that. In the meantime, this is WMBS Uniontown. It's 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. There was a vote today in the Senate to end the government shutdown. It failed, but CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns reports there may be indications of some sort of compromise.
We've been watching the Senate floor during that last vote, and there was a bipartisan group kind of huddling on the floor. And we have been learning from our reporting that there are discussions underway for an even shorter term bill that might at least get the government back open and have those conversations about health care. Now, these are just preliminary readouts from these huddles, but it does give us a sign that there are conversations happening.
In the meantime, federal workers are caught in the middle. Terrence Johns is a USDA employee in New Orleans. He remembers the last shutdown, which lasted 35 days.
You would think that debt holders would understand, hey, you're on furlough and all of that, but a lot of us had to go out and pick up extra jobs during that time. I hope they would keep in mind, our elected officials, on both sides of the aisle, that we have people that are in these federal jobs helping to make America run.
The political finger pointing continues in Washington. At the White House moments ago, Vice President J.D. Vance.
Our troops are not getting paid starting today because of the Chuck Schumer wing of the Democratic Party.
Democrat Jamie Raskin.
It's day one, but it follows up on 9 months of their efforts to dismantle government services.
The Department of Homeland Security said today ICE agents and Border Patrol officers have arrested what they describe as 800 illegal aliens during Operation Midway Blitz in Illinois. In Memphis, which is preparing for the arrival of federal officers, Nicole Valdez reports it still isn't clear how many.
Now, we know that this federal task force was never meant to be just the National Guard and those boots on the ground, if you will. They are certainly said to be a part of this operation. They could be arriving here within the next 2 weeks, according to the Memphis police chief. But who we do see on the ground today are agencies, about 20 or so of them, and that includes the FBI, the ATF, the DEA.
Israel has issued what it calls a final warning for people to flee Gaza City. The warning coming as Hamas weighs President Trump's plans to end the war. German police shut down Oktoberfest today after a bomb threat and then the discovery of the suspect who had killed himself. Tourists were left wondering what was going on.
A little upset. We came a long way and we're only here for 1 day. We fly out tomorrow.
Well, a little irritated because we had reservations, but better safe than sorry.
The Oktoberfest fairgrounds have since reopened. On Wall Street at this hour, stocks are higher. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, this is George Feinbenko. Join me every Saturday at 10 a.m. for the Sports Line on WMBS, brought to you by Tom Vernon and KC Sports Cafe, 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue, offering good, affordable food with pickup and delivery options, and voted best in Fayette breakfast, lunch spot, and all-around restaurant. The Firestone Insurance Agency in Normalville, and by Bogies at Duck Hollow, now under new management, serving lunches and dinners Monday through Saturday from 12 to 9 and Sunday from 12 to 5.
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, These homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sidelines. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
Inflation is interfering with dating, as Deborah Rodriguez reports.
A survey by the Kinsey Institute finds prices are so high, Gen Z and millennial singles are giving up on romance because it's too expensive. 43% say they're going on fewer dates. 37% say they're cutting back. With bar and restaurant prices soaring, drinks setting you back $15 or more these days, more than a third of young people blame the economy. Those who are coupled up aren't wasting time. Almost 1 in 4 say they're rushing their relationships and moving in together to save money, splitting the rent, groceries, and utilities. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The White House is reportedly withdrawing the nomination of E.J. Antoni to head the Bureau of Labor Statistics. His nomination was seen as an attempt by President Trump to gain greater control over the agency, which is responsible for producing key economic data. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Now the local district and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant Dieter. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. It's 2:05, sunny and 72 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured, call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano, sports and weather in just a bit. The fate of the 48-year-old Cole and Koch Heritage Center and its 8,000 artifacts and extensive exhibits located in the basement of the library at the Penn State Fayette campus is unknown due to the scheduled closing of the school at the end of the 2026-27 academic year. A committee of 5 university officials is compiling a list of potential sites for the Heritage Center, but there's no deadline for making that decision. They want the Cole and Koch Heritage Center to remain in the area. If the school is sold to another educational institution, it could remain on the campus. State police have released information about a fatal motorcycle crash last month in Sewickley Township, Westmoreland County. 52-year-old Matthew Cathers was riding a Harley-Davidson Sportster on Lober Road around 5:30 p.m. September 18th when it left the road and hit a guardrail. The motorcycle continued on Lober and hit a second guide rail near the Irwin-Hermione Road intersection. Cathers had serious injuries and was taken by medical helicopter to UPMC Presbyterian. He died Saturday as a result of the injuries from the crash. Pennsylvania U.S. Senator John Fetterman says finger pointing won't end the government shutdown. Fetterman said Tuesday that it doesn't matter who is responsible. Both sides must come together to make a deal. The federal government shut down shortly after midnight after Congress failed to approve a new spending bill. Tens of thousands of federal workers will be furloughed as a result. A new COVID-19 variant is spiking in 9 states. Sarah Lee Kessler reports.
The CDC says cases involving the XFG variant, also known as Stratus, are up in New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Vermont, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, and North Dakota. COVID-19 researchers at New York's Stony Brook University say most cases are mild in people who are vaccinated, but say people who are unvaccinated can experience brain fog, nausea, chest tightness, and scratchy throat, in addition to the usual fatigue, fever, and dry cough associated with COVID. I'm Sarah Lee Kessler.
WMBS time, 2:08, sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, the Penguins, they'll continue preseason action tonight. They visit the Buffalo Sabres. Face-offs at 7 o'clock. Week 5 of the NFL will get underway tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football. It'll be the 49ers at the Rams. We'll have the game tomorrow on WMBS. Pre-game 7:30, kickoff 8:15. Sunshine continues the rest of the afternoon, 76, clear 49 tonight. Mostly sunny tomorrow, 76. Partly cloudy, 78 Friday, and sunny Saturday and Sunday, 81 Saturday, 82 on Sunday. Right now, sunny and 72 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. 2:10 the time on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm TJ DeStefano, and up next we have hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes here on WMBS.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
If you've driven by Tireman's Auto Garage, you've probably seen all the 2-, 4-, and 6-seater golf carts. Well, they're available for sale and financing is available. Interested in running a golf cart? See Joe and Kim at Tireman's Auto Garage about daily, weekly, or monthly rentals. Tireman's Auto Garage, voted best in Fayette for tires and the best prices in town for tires with CIMA and Snap leasing available. Mill Street, phone 724-425-9606 for Tireman's Auto Garage on Mill Street in Uniontown.
If you are looking for a trusted local law firm with a strong commitment to their clients, look no further than Zebley Law Offices. Attorney Zebley has been practicing law in Fayette County for more than 4 decades. Although specializing in bankruptcy, Zebley also handles real estate matters, civil suits, collections, wills, powers of attorney, and more. If you need legal help, go with a name you recognize and trust. Call Zebley Law Offices today at 724-439-9200.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
If it's time for a change in decor in your home, let Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. Chesler's offers the finest in name brand home furnishings by famous makers and quality service to back up every sale. Chesler's has curios, consoles, and accent pieces that will underline your sense of style. Bedroom suits by Riverside, Pulaski, Von Bassett, Home Elegance, and others in many finishes and styles. There are living room suits by Best Upholstery, Craftmaster, Lancer, King Hickory, and Lazy Boy, each offering a distinct flair of comfort and design in assorted styles and fabrics. The largest selection of dinette sets in your choice of wood finishes. Chesler's also has exceptional bedding by the names you know and trust in your choice of size and firmness. And Chesler's offers genuine Lazy Boy recliners and living rooms for pure relaxing comfort. Delivery, layaway, and credit terms are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. It's hour 2. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It's open conversation. 724-438-4593. That's the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Both lines are open right now, so give me a buzz. And while you're dialing those 10 digits, I'll remind everybody that What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Gary's Auto Sales, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty,